which one, but it's hard because Jade was doing the other day, she could not get back up. Her legs are weak. So you've got to make them, catchers have to have extremely strong legs. And I know Peyton's very small, but she's strong.
Yeah, she's strong. Well, and you're not going to do it once they do this. I mean, you're squatting all the time, your legs get sharp. If the Becky's actually pitching at her and she misses it, she's springing back to the fence to get that ball. I mean, when you're doing these drills and if they miss them, don't just say, oh, forget that ball, we'll get it. No, make them go get it because in the game, especially at your level, they're going to be going to get those balls quite a bit anyway. And it helps them learn how to play it off of the fence because a lot of times it's not going to go right back to them. So it helps them learn how to work that. And if you recognize that your catcher is getting pretty good and you're going through these drills, I'm more than happy to come, not every day. I said once, but I would come and work with your catcher because at that level we can talk about sliding into the fence and like working on getting into the pitcher when the throw on third base is coming home. We can, but at this point it's going to take a while for you to even get
So
here.
when you work with Peyton, and Peyton's 10 years old,
Yeah.
you're just doing this, you're rolling balls at her, you're throwing pitches at her, inside, outside,
She's
right in the
catching your
center.
pitches wide.
She's catching your
pitches.
pitch, but if you're working just a separate
Yes.
catcher for 5 to 10 minutes a day, you're working on framing, you're working on blocking, you're working on catching the ball, I mean, just the basics. And
Yes.
then you're working as well as pitching.
Like I don't know how you do it if it's after practice with your pitchers, but that's when they're really
I've
good at
been neglectful.
when after practice too. I know coaches do this because I've had coaches in the past that do this, where it's like, oh, you don't need your helmet, or sit on a bucket. No, that's like game time for them to learn that pitcher. If that's a pass ball, they need to go get it. They need to be framing. When I caught Becky, if she's throwing a drop ball, 50% of the time it's going to be in the dirt. Better get used to it.
Exactly.
So I started talking to her about that mental process. Like, okay, Beck's going to, not Beck, but your pitcher's going to drop ball. You should already be thinking that ball could be in the dirt. So that I'm already prepared for that. Not like, oh crap, it's in the dirt, I gotta go get it. I'm already thinking that. There's a girl on base, runners on base. You're not gonna be in the same position like this. You're gonna get up on your haunches and you're gonna feel that in your butt. I've not sworn so long it's me. Really long. And you're gonna get up on your haunches so that you can get ready to make that throw and pop those hips quick. So that when you're ready, to throw, you can get there.
That's the other thing you got to work on too is the popping.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that.
And working over that. But I just go to Peyton so that my pitchers are that can do it. Not everybody can pitch. The one thing I know that I've heard coaches do, and this is at the higher level, so you have to back off it a little bit. But I know the Michigan coach takes it back and stands about this far away from her catcher and full out hits an error and makes her block.
And I've hit a Peyton. The thing about that is
Now you can do it softer. You don't have to full out.
Yeah,
nail it,
whack 'em at.
But you can. So and you're trying to one-hop it to her as
Yeah.
you do the pitcher. So
that's the thing that's tough about it. Unless you're like an extremely good fungo, because I've done it before with our catchers. Like, you spend more time trying to make that perfect hit to them than they're actually getting practice. So, yeah, it does work at a higher level, and I've had that happen to me with coaches when I was catching, but at your level, you can get it in there underhand, and probably as quick as your pitchers are going to pitch it, for the most part. And if you can't, you move up till you can. And then it's even better for the reaction.
Then why do you do it then? Why do you always make me do it?
Because you're here. Why would I do it? Plus, it's nice because then I can communicate with her. If she, just like when I'm, never mind, we have our own soapboxes, but throwing. That's the other thing. If your girls can steal, quickness is so important. It's not so much important that their arms are incredible. I mean, obviously that's a gift from God if that happens. But it's more important that they're quick. And so we preach that all of the time. So when Peyton's throwing to second base, and a girl, that steals, we teach.
Get out of the way.
Huh?
I'm pitching to her.
Not yet. I know you're excited. She's going to be up on her haunches. She's going to pop her hips as quick as possible. Again, it's limited movement. I don't want her pro hopping 3-4 times because all of that time that girl is running. I don't care, especially if you're low, if she bounces it 4 times. It's still going to be quicker if she gets rid of it quicker than if she runs halfway there to make the throw. So we want her to pop her hips as quick as possible. She's bringing her arm back, but it's not an outfield throw. She is breaking her back in a sense. But it's a shorter throw, so she comes to her ear, which you'll see. And then everything she has, goes at second base. Which, it will be like throwing, her helmet should be moving, everything. Because when she pops up, everything's coming at second base, right on that inside corner.
It's kind of like breaking the back with the outfield. That's how
We don't have ways to generate momentum because you're coming from a sitting position. So everything's got to be going forward and you're giving it everything that you got. It's really important that they pop their hips.
Oh,
And then after that, there's no footwork. That's it. They pop their hips, and other than that, they're gonna step forward to throw.
They are gonna step and throw.
Yeah, which you'll see, but it's not here, you know, and then I make that throw so I can make it good, which you'll see with your girls, I'm sure, because they want to get there, you know, in
When
the air.
she's popping, she's transferring her weight. So when she's here, she's transferring it. And my weight's on my back leg now. So when I come through, I'm pushing it through.
It's all one motion. As she's popping it, she's bringing it to her ear, so that once she's popped, it's forward. We'll show you some.
Hey, don't kill me.
I better move out of the way.
It's not my ball.
I'm moving.
Turn up a little high, step more.
You gotta get her like, I'm out.
Never mind me. I mean, this is warm up, right?
Again.
Get it over, get it on my head. It's right on my head.
Ah, get rid of it. So we want to get rid of that quick. So we've had girls in the past that have cannons for arms, but their feet are slow and their arms slow. It doesn't matter. It's so important that they get rid of the ball quick. And again, if it bounces once or twice, big deal. It's better than this like loop-de-doop throw that gets there and everybody's like, oh, it got there. Yeah, so with the runner. You know what I mean? So you want them to keep it as low as possible on a string. You want them, and if they can't and it bounces once or twice, guess what? That's your shortstop's responsibility.
Yes, it is her
And
responsibility.
you need to make that clear.
The ball. They don't get to be little pansy whiners because the ball was in the dirt.
Well, she threw it in the dirt. No, that's their responsibility to catch that ball. If they gotta take a knee, whatever it takes, it's their responsibility to make that catch and tag it. Especially if it's on target. It's just in the dirt. Because you'll get those, I mean, even at our level that we watch, where they like turn away from it and they like get mad at the catcher because it was a bad throw. No, that's a good throw.
It's their responsibility, and they know that. And they better not be giving the catcher any attitude. If she's short-handed, she's not doing it on purpose. Catch the ball.
I mean, yeah, of course, ideally we want her to make it in the air and make it a perfect throw, but it's just not gonna happen every single time.
And for Pete's sake, you're on the same team. It's not her fault, it's not your fault. Figure out a way to catch it.
I would say that's the basics, and like I said, if you get, and your catcher's really like moving through those basics, and you're like, wow, she, hits it, and doing well.
3 or 4 more years, but.
You never know. I'm telling you, after getting if
You set the bar high, and I told Peyton, and she heard it, and this was the day that we left into. Peyton, if the ball's in the dirt, your knees had better be in the dirt. And there were days where she wouldn't get in the dirt. Not because she was trying to be defiant, not because she was just being a jerk, it's just because it's hard to do. But she still got to hear it, right? Peyton, catch the ball. Peyton, get your knees in the dirt. Peyton, you got to have that. Peyton, we need that. Peyton, get your knees in the dirt. I mean, she heard that all the time. She probably wanted to turn around and throw the ball at me, but she didn't. So you got to tell them, even though they don't want to hear it. Yeah.
I mean, you know your growth. You know the difference from the beginning to the end. You see it, and that's enough for them. It's like anything else. Like for us women, if you're trying to lose weight, you see results, it's enough to keep going. When they see those results, even if you've been tough on them, even if they've cried a couple times, whatever, they see the results, they're getting better, their parents see it, everybody sees it, it makes a difference, rather than just being like, you're doing a good job no matter what, really they suck. So, we just keep it, and again, if I get to that level, I will come, I will work with them some other things about going, especially like, I'm sure that happens it's gonna happen when there's a pass ball, girl on third base, that girl steals home, so you want that catcher to be as quick as possible, back to the fence and make that nice dart throw to your pitcher. You can start working on things like that, which I can come and help with if you need to.
Is that okay? I heard you. Did you get that on recording? She
I got-
did say she'd come help. Okay,
Yep.
I got it.
I got a lot.
All right, we better get down there and hit.